Alright, this is a bike. Let me teach you all how to tension a chain and oil the chain. Alright, so first off, you gotta flip the bike upside down. Easy enough. Kind of. And for this bike specifically, and most bikes, it requires a 15mm wrench. So this tension is relatively well already, but I'm going to loosen it for demonstration purposes. Remember guys, lefty loosey, righty tighty. So we turn it left. And once you break it, you can loosen it with your hand if you'd like. Alright. So now, it's free. It slides. That's not very tensioned, is it, huh? Alright. So what you want to do is pull back on the nuts or the axle. Hand tighten. Then hand tighten the nuts. Alright. So if I could lean on some. Alright. So you hand tighten it, but the chain isn't very tight still. So to tension it, first tighten the non-drive side, which is the side of the chain. Tighten it just a little bit, just snug. And then you want to loosen the side with the chain, the drive side. So then, most people generally go to the side. I like to stay on the non-drive side when I'm standing over my bike. But the way you do this is when I say I'm pulling, I'm gonna be standing on this side. I'll be pulling this tire with my thumb this way, which will slide this forwards. And if I'm pushing the tire with my thumb this way, which will pull this axle back. And it's vice versa for the other side. All right. So grab your wrench and well. And then, because I need to tension it, I'll push the wheel. So the axle goes this way, therefore tensioning the chain. So I'm gonna push the wheel and then tighten it. Put my hand in first. And then just snug at first. Just snug. Don't over tighten it. Turn out. And then that's a decent bit of tension. Optimally you'd want half an inch up or down. Too much tension is bad because it'll cause excessive wear. But too little tension and you'll get low response and random noises. You'll also get random noises if you over tension it, but that's not as important. So maybe a little tighter, but for now, we're gonna loosen the other side. And then pull the wheel so the axle goes this way. Hand tighten and snug it up once again. Alright. So the chain is a bit loose because then you repeat until the desired tightness is found. So you push the wheel, tighten. And that's an okay tension. Okay, it's fine. But if you notice, the wheel isn't perfectly in line. You want equal distance between here and here, this gap. So the way you do that is you slowly loosen the nuts. Or first you make sure this side has the right tension, and then you loosen the non-drive side nut, and then make sure it's aligned. And once you do that, you can tighten it. Against it, tighten it. There we go. Actually, I gotta walk the chain a little tighter. Push things a little harder. Snug. Alright. Now you loosen the non-drive side. At which point, make sure the wheel is aligned. And then, because this wheel is only held by these two nuts, you want them very tight. I don't know the exact torque, but as tight as you can without breaking anything. But at the same time, you remember that you're gonna have to take it out at some point. So, just tight. Oh, oopsies. I accidentally unscrewed. And then once you have both wheels tight to the stove, you're gonna make sure it's tight again. This one's about as tight as I can get it. Chain with about half an inch on both sides. So that's how you tension a bike chain.